Hey there, gang, and welcome to the Locker Room. Coach Giggs here, and today's message, you got a dream? You got to protect it. You know, many years ago, I was barely getting by, and someone told me to dream big. Well, as you can imagine, at that time, it made no sense to me whatsoever. I had no place to live, was just barely getting by, getting started in life. I was working in an electronics plant, which was what I went to school for. And at my job, I met with my supervisor and I asked him, where could I go from where I was after hearing about this dreaming big concept? At the time, I was working on an assembly line, repairing electronic resistors. Yep, for some of you young cats, you have no idea what that is. It's okay. I was bored, to say the least, and I was restless. Is this it? Is this where I'm going to spend the rest of my life? Have you found yourself in a dead-end situation like I did? Well, I asked my supervisor where I could go from there, and he said, if you play your cards right, one day I'll be gone and you might want to take over my job. Well, when I checked this guy out, he wasn't exactly living the life that I called a dream life. He was living each week for the weekend and was not very inspiring at all. And so I quit that job and I began to chase down the life that I was dreaming about. I had taken seriously about dreaming big. Well, I can tell you this, 45 years later, I look back and realize that that decision saved my life. I began listening to people like Zig Ziglar and Tony Robbins and Earl Nightingale and all of these amazing people who inspired me to dream big and never let go. I quickly realized that I needed to protect my dreams, and so I began hanging around successful people. And I would form the habits of these successful people and the mindset of the most successful people. Folks, if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong room. I was told that while you can't choose your family, you can choose your friends and people you associate with. And since I have spent my entire life hanging around winners, people smarter than me, people more successful than I am, and it has paid huge dividends. While young people like me were out at night and on weekends partying, I was working hard on the life that I was dreaming about. So protect your dreams by hanging around the right people, by reading the right books, listening to the right podcasts, people who will inspire you and challenge you to reach higher. Protect your dreams by reading those books and listening, and I guarantee you, you will end up living a life you can't even imagine. It is incredible, but it is worth it. Make those sacrifices that average people are not willing to make. That's all I got for today, gang. I hope you join me in next week's broadcast. I should say tomorrow's broadcast. That's right. We'll see you tomorrow. You know what to do. If you like this message, share it, click it. And if you want to know more about my company, click the other button there. Thanks for joining me, gang, and we'll see you in tomorrow's broadcast.